It starts as a routine traffic stop in Arkansas, but within seconds, a white Ford F-150 refuses to yield and a full-speed holiday pursuit explodes through city streets. From drunk drivers ramming cops on Christmas to a wild wintry chase in Minnesota, reckless suspects testing their limits, and officers pushing precision tactics to end it safely. Buckle up, these 8 real pursuits are about to get intense.
TBI, get some
On February 20th of 2026, officers on patrol in Madison, Arkansas observed what they believed to be a drunk driver in a white Ford F-150. The officers attempted a traffic stop, but this guy didn't plan on going quietly.
They're asking for everybody to stand back just in case he tries to hit or...
Back up, they're going to proceed for a city deal. TBI. Madison just jumped in. He's still rolling. First location. TBI, get some TBI. Still going. He's still rolling. Where at? He's taking back off the 334 westbound. They've made 2 attempts. He drove out of court. We got a county in front. And then a county, they have to get past county, I don't, TBI.
Despite 2 well-placed TVIs, the suspect continued fleeing down Route 334. That's when a clueless civilian nearly crashed head-on into our dashcam officer, forcing him to cut right and almost sideswipe another cop. Please, if you see lights and sirens coming, slow down, pull over, and let them pass. Don't be like this guy.
Here's another location. We're passing road fire. Right now. That's a real fire. I'm primary. Okay. He's going south on one. Right, on one. Going to this. He's taking, okay, we're on Rosser, on the east, we're on Rosser. We're on Rosser. Coming up to, left department, some full stop sign, and north of Rosser. Stay behind the state. Calm down. All right, counting 15 on 2. Counting 15 on 2. We're coming into the curve on the roster. State's coming. Means 2. Just on the roster. Hey, oh, he just ready. He hit me.
The suspect was arrested and identified as Jonathan Howard. Inside his truck, police found 12 aluminum cans of alcohol, many of them open and partially consumed. That explains his behavior at the hospital when the aggressive drunk kicked one of the deputies. He was arrested and charged with fleeing, DUI, refusal to submit, possession of an open container, and 2 counts of aggravated assault. Nothing says Merry Christmas quite like a high-speed chase courtesy of the Arkansas State Police. This time, officers were dispatched to a home in North Little Rock, where a man in a ski mask was seen jumping fences and acting suspiciously. Around 11:30 a.m., an officer spotted a man walking around a storage facility who matched the suspect's description. That's when he jumped into a silver Kia, which turned out to be his getaway car.
Hey, stop!
Get to me.
Come on, bro. Turn up!
Step up.
Oh. Charles 23, around my car, he's going on Warden.
10-4, Charles 2, you copy that, Ricky? Ram Charles 23's call. Come on. They ain't gonna allow me, y'all can start that one. Yes, sir. We have views coming to you.
Hey, they're turning by Golden Corral.
Silver passenger car. They ran Charles 23. You talked about 2 times, black metal. Been on West Commercial going towards the church. Speed 51. Looks like they're going to make a left going towards McCabe Park apartment. No traffic. Charles 2, reason for the stop. That subject and they ran the officer with the car. You know. They just took the grass going towards McCabe Hall. Speed 20. They got severe damage to their vehicle. Just made it right. Speed 22.
The suspect's wanton disregard for human life forced the pursuing officers to radio the ASP. They needed a trooper to come and pit maneuver them before someone got hurt.
Coming up to the red light here at North Hill. They're continuing through the red light. Speed 41. No traffic. They just made a left on Crestwood. Charles 2, how many years do I have in the street? Just made a left on Randolph going towards the speed 8. Oakville, Foothill.
Get that one. Pop, 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 pop.
Stop or you'll be big! Stop or you'll be big!
Hey, over here. Go, go, go.
No, the gas out there. You want to get him out.
We got one going northbound, black male, dreads, black hoodie.
You're gonna get dog bit! Bro, me! I haven't done nothing. You better stop. Bro, he had a gun on me. He had a gun on me, bro. You better roll over. I'm dead serious. I don't got nothing to do with it. You better roll over. I will. Put your hands on your back. I don't got nothing on me. Put your hands on your back or you're going to get tased. You done? Yeah, I ain't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I ran, bro. I swear I ain't here put a gun in my hand. Shut the f*** up. Put a gun in my hand, bro. You done?
Police identified the front passenger and the man they were originally looking for as Dontarius Taylor. His reckless getaway driver was also captured and identified as Ricardo Labari. Despite one accusing the other of holding a weapon to his head, both men sat in the back of the same squad car, looking awfully friendly as they plotted their escape.
Aggravated robbery, fleeing, assault on a police officer, which I never hit the nigga on the blood. He hit me in my face like 5 times on the blood just to get me to jump over the leg go again. Shit. And shit, I had to figure over there. I was trying to pop these in because I was walking to run out the hospital.
Back near where the chase began, police found several baggies of cocaine. Another officer on the scene identified Mr. Taylor as the prime suspect in a recent theft. In the end, both men were arrested and charged with a long list of crimes, including possession of a controlled substance, fleeing, and aggravated assault. When officers asked Mr. Taylor why he fled, he smiled and said, "I always run from cops."
62, no traffic, approaching, good.
Backyard!
As you went into the dump.
Watch it! Watch it! Watch it! Watch it! Get out of the car!
On February 25th of 2026, police in Taylor, Michigan got word of a reckless driver in their area. The woman had already fled from local cops 3 different times. Now, she was calling 911 over and over again, claiming that she had a weapon and was going to open fire on the police.
We're going to be going 70 miles an hour. We're eastbound hand and approaching HRD. No plate.
411, what are they trying to stop?
Okay, we're just doing traffic.
You guys call it K9 fleet.
Just for speed.
Okay, from speed, no plate.
Alright. We're turning South Walsh Road, South Walsh Road. I'm waiting.
Officers are dealing with a reckless getaway driver showing total disregard for human life. They're calling in a trooper for a pit maneuver before someone gets hurt. At these speeds through intersections and commercial zones, one wrong move and this turns deadly. Would you push the chase or call it off here to protect the public? Solid coordination keeps it from going catastrophic.
Southbound approaching South Huron, 90 miles an hour, no traffic.
The suspect kept her foot on the gas as she fled. Eventually, she came upon a slow-moving truck, and for a moment, it looked like she might stop. Unfortunately, suspects like her rarely do.
No plate, busted passenger window. K9 terminating on lead car. Following normal traffic, still got hazards on. It's continuing through Willow. South through Willow, not chasing it. It's continuing with hazards on.
It's shooting Taylor police. They heard it on tracking in the background.
She just turned west on Ash. Again, I'm going normal traffic.
You can hear the defeat in the officer's voice. He doesn't want to let this maniac get away, but catching her isn't worth the risk to public safety. He stayed behind the suspect, but didn't continue the chase. That's when she started slowing down and letting him catch up, almost like she was baiting the cops to chase her. Eventually, she turned down a dirt road and pulled into somebody's driveway. Maybe she was willing to give herself up after all.
Backyard! She just drove through a yard, took somebody's fence out. We are westbound on Ash, heading towards Clark, dead end towards Clark.
The chase led the police to the local landfill, where officers lost sight of the woman amid the garbage heaps.
Yeah, she went into the dump. She got down on foot with one container. I don't know where she went. I lost eyes with her. She might have went past the scales. I'm not 100%.
We're still driving.
Back here, she's going up the hill, back here.
Yeah, turn around.
Alright, radio, we're still going to the top of the hill.
1400. Trace no plate reporting. Copy, headed to the right. 360, stand by and take you around.
Make sure where we're going.
Just go back up. They're in the dump, trying to over to the stable still. Looking some coverage in the road.
Coming back down, look out. Almost struck K9, almost struck K9.
The chase went back downhill, where one wrong move could send the suspect rolling end over end down a mountain of trash. Thankfully, there was only one way out, and the journey back down was long enough for landfill workers to position their vehicles by the exit, effectively creating a bulldozer roadblock.
For Camry, you guys have a code 20 on.
Sorry, be careful. She's trying to ram us.
Coming back out the gate. Coming back out the gate.
Back out the gate. 1403.
They got it blocked, they got it blocked.
of the car! Get out! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Unlock the door! Unlock the door! Open the door! Open the door! Look out! Watch it! Watch it! Watch it! Watch it! Get out of the car! Get out of the car now! Get out! Open. Watch your gun! Watch your gun! Watch your gun! What has she got? She has her hands in there. Open the door! Open the door right now! Open the door! Keep their hands up right now! Yo! Flip her over, flip her over, flip her over. Watch her for weapons. Watch her for weapons.
The woman, later identified as 54-year-old Stacy Sears, was arrested and charged with fleeing police, carrying a concealed weapon, misuse of emergency telephone service, and reckless driving. According to reports, she had placed over 24 calls to 911, threatening to hurt local officers. It's unclear what set her off that day. Maybe someone back home forgot to take out the trash. It was January 21st of 2025. A bolo, or be on the lookout for a black 2021 BMW X5, had just gone out in Miami-Dade County, Florida. The vehicle had recently fled from the local sheriff's office. Thankfully, these Florida Highway Patrol officers didn't plan on giving the suspects a second chance.
Driver, put your hands out the window. Lower all the windows. Driver, lower all the windows. Driver, lower all the windows. Driver, lower all the windows.
FHP troopers stayed behind the suspect's vehicle as he turned down several residential streets. They eventually wound up back on the main road, at which point the BMW tried losing the cops in a local shopping center.
Southwest 32nd Street. Coming out to Southwest 62nd.
The chase grew more dangerous with every near miss. Traffic was getting congested up ahead, and the pursuit was barreling right toward it. Sooner or later, these suspects are going to hurt themselves, or worse, somebody else.
Northbound on 27?
Yeah, 10-4.
23, we'll check with aviation.
Hey, where did we go?
He's on Riviera Boulevard, he's on Riviera. Riviera Boulevard. Coming back to 27 Avenue. He's gonna pull, probably gonna come back out to 270, Alex. It's on call.
I'm here at the light.
The traffic pileup allowed the suspects to get away. Luckily, a few detailed callouts and a helicopter overhead helped the cops keep track of where they might have gone.
That is going to be what I'm not sure. We have 3 subjects running. They haven't broke the box finally. That's why there's a box at that 49. We're going to march at 51.
All 3 suspects fled on foot, forcing their way into different homes in the neighborhood. Thankfully, the cops tracked them down before they got away for good. The driver was identified as Dyron Wadley. His passengers, Christian Wook and Taiwan Jackson, were also arrested. While canvassing the area, police recovered a Glock handgun that one of the suspects had tossed into a trash can. Based on where it was found and where Mr. Wadley was apprehended, they believed he was the one holding it. In the end, all 3 were charged with fleeing, eluding, and trespassing. Mr. Wadley was also charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
Mass up 40 and mass up 30 eastbound. Tire miles an hour. They got it. Please put them front of anything, man.
On January 6th of 2022, ASP Trooper Jacob Bird received word of a white Audi fleeing local police in Alexander, Arkansas. Moments later, he spotted the suspect speeding down I-30 south of Little Rock. The driver stepped on the gas as soon as he saw the lights and sirens. He'd already escaped the local cops, but this is Trooper Bird we're talking about, the undisputed champion of the high-speed pit maneuver.
125, past that guy's range. That's the left shoulder, back on the roadway. Wide traffic. 115, middle lane. Get back on 30.
Getting on and off the highway didn't accomplish much. In fact, it only allowed another officer to join the chase behind Trooper Bird. Speeds reached upwards of 125 miles per hour as the chase burned down I-30. At least the suspect was courteous enough to use his turn signals.
I just don't want a motherfucker to get hurt around here. And now it's a Star Chaser, the GPS. Master up 40 and master up 530, so he's bound 100 miles an hour.
Trooper Bird backed off as the chase entered a construction zone. As much as he'd like to catch this guy, doing so isn't worth the risk to public safety. That's when a semi-truck cut the suspect off and slowed the chase down. Maybe Bird can use this window to end it before things get out of hand. Trooper Bird raced to catch back up with the suspect now that they were clear of the construction zone. The suspect may have been able to blend in with traffic had he not forgotten to turn off his blinker.
I'm past the D.
He's on the wrong side of the roadway. Turning left. Turning left. He's coming to a stop. We turn left onto West 8th Avenue.
You got it for you.
Show me your... Do not move! Do not move! Do not move! Keep your hands on the roof. Keep your hands right there. Step out of the car! Step out!
Who do you think he was on the phone with when Trooper Bird finally spun him out? His friend? His mother? Maybe his bail bondsman? The suspect was arrested and identified as Belil Owens. He was booked into county jail, but released the next day on bond. He skipped his February court date and was rearrested in March for fleeing and failure to appear. He was eventually found guilty of both charges and sentenced to 3 years in prison.
Vehicle passing on the right shoulder. Passing 178. Speed picking up. Jumping pit.
On March 15th of 2023, police in Hinckley, Minnesota were called to investigate reports of a reckless Chevy Impala. According to several 911 callers, the driver was weaving between lanes and appeared to be tweaking out behind the wheel. It wasn't long before police found the suspect heading south on I-35. They hoped he'd pull over once the lights and sirens came on, but this driver had other ideas.
Speeds at 73, still not stopping, right lane, moderate traffic.
Copy, speed 73, not stopping. National Jack 1.
Just passing the 180 exit, speeds at 71.
Copy.
153 Duluth. Speeds are 77 still. He's still in the right lane. Late traffic. Got him boxed in right now.
Copy, speed 77. We'll live by Chisago and Metro.
Vehicle's braking, slowing down.
Copy, braking. I think he's there.
Vehicle at its right blinker on for a second. Speeds at 56.
Speeds 56.
Vehicle braking.
Keep pulling out there. Vehicle passing on the right shoulder. Passing 178. Speeds picking up. Speeds picking up down to my marker 178.
The suspect escaped the rolling box-in and pulled ahead of police. Clearly, they'd have to rely on more aggressive tactics to get this guy stopped. They're just lucky that nobody else seems to be on the road right now.
Speeds at 80, 173 southbound, light traffic.
We got 6 right here. Good sticks, both on the left side. Full copies, good sticks, both on the left side. At the 162, you got a couple sticks?
No, there's another 6 at 170.
Slow on, lady. Another set of good sticks, all 4 on that one.
With all 4 tires popped, the suspect's chances of escape plummeted to 0%. The cops can either wait for his tires to deflate or use the dip in speed to catch up and pit him off the road.
Westbound, Kegman Lake Road. Westbound, Kegman Lake Road. Westbound, Kegman Lake. Tires appear to be going flat. Westbound passing fairway. Westbound, full Kegama, passing fairway. 5.
He's losing that front tire, Josh.
Pine County 418, we're passing Emerald, still westbound, speeds are 55. Copy, passing Emerald, 55. That front passenger tire is gone now. Attempting pit. We're down to 30 now. Copy, down to 30. Approaching Brunswick. Copy, Brunswick. Still westbound, no traffic, speeds are 35.
Despite being down 4 tires, a tail light, and most of his rear bumper, the suspect refused to give up. At this point, the cops will have to wait for his entire car to fall to pieces. Even then, he'll probably just keep running on foot.
Contact.
Turn on the Gainesville Main Road. Cars around. 3100, 3130, 3112. State Patrol's got a pursuit coming our way. Kegma Road going westbound. They're following a blue Chevy Impala, license plate of Henry Tom Adam 369. Male driver believed to be on drugs or alcohol. Got a backpack, doing a lot of movement in the car. I believe the car is going on 3 wheels at this time. They wanted us to give us a heads up.
The suspect was arrested and identified as 27-year-old Aaron Elias Davis. As they interacted with him, the officers noticed clear signs of intoxication, which backed up previous 911 calls about him tweaking out on meth. They confirmed that theory when a search of Aaron's vehicle uncovered a pipe with methamphetamine residue. They also found 2 large bags containing 836 grams of marijuana. Records revealed that Aaron's driving privileges had been revoked after multiple DUIs in 2022, 2021, and 2016. He also had several controlled substance charges dating back to 2013. Some people simply never learn. It was August 19th of 2020. Police officers in Latvia were called to investigate a black BMW stopped on the side of the highway. It looked like they were out of gas, as the woman was filling the tank with a can when the officer arrived. That's when their behavior suddenly changed. The man hurried to close his trunk, and both teens scrambled into the car. Obviously, these kids had something to hide.
Hey! Faz essa, filho.
Alpha. Zero to Alpha. Alpha. On the.
The suspects retreated back the way they came. That's when another officer whipped around the lead car and attempted to run them off the road. The driver fled on foot after crashing, but he didn't make it very far. The pop you hear at the end was a warning shot fired into the air, at least according to the Latvian Interior Ministry. According to this 1992 document about police laws in Latvia, a police officer has the right to use a firearm to give a warning signal or to summon help. As it turns out, the young driver didn't have a license, and the plates on the back of the BMW were fake. It's unclear whether the car was stolen, but it sure looked that way. It was November 20th of 2024. ASP Trooper Trayvon Moore was on patrol when he clocked a Nissan Altima with expired tags speeding toward him on US 63. He spun around and stepped on the gas, ready to chase the suspect down. He got close enough to watch the driver turn sharply down a narrow side street. Trooper Moore stayed on the suspect as the chase headed back toward the main road. He watched him run multiple stop signs and speed through rural neighborhoods at over 100 miles per hour. Clearly, the only person he cares about is himself. The suspect, later identified as Michael Caton Price, fled on foot and escaped into the woods. Instead of chasing him, Trooper Moore held back and waited for backup and police dogs to arrive. They searched for several hours, but couldn't find any trace. 2 days later, they found Michael hiding at a friend's house in Cleveland County. Once again, he fled into the woods and managed to elude the police. Finally,
a perfect mix of patience, precision, and smart tactics across every pursuit. From spike strips flattening tires in Minnesota to calculated disengagement when risks spiked. Officers stayed sharp, protected the public, and brought these reckless drivers in. If you love real chase breakdowns with tactical insight, hit like, drop your biggest, what would you do, moment in the comments, and subscribe for more raw pursuit analysis from around the world. Stay safe out there, we'll see you in the next one.